shatters and the stars appear, and there is no one to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
The music industry is 100% a boys' club.
A single mom moving to America with 2 daughters.
I love girls. My name is Fletcher. I am a singer-songwriter, and I'm from a small town in New Jersey called Wall Township. So X Factor was definitely a really cool experience for me, and I was in a girl group while I was on the show, which was a really crazy experience and something that I wasn't expecting to happen because I had initially auditioned as a solo artist. X Factor was really what solidified for me, like, that I wanted to work in the music industry. I was 17 at the time, so there was definitely, you know, like a lot has changed since then. And actually, while I was on the show, I applied to the Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music, which is a part of NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. I ended up getting accepted to that, and then I recently just graduated in May. I remember the morning I woke up and Warpaint had gotten 1 million streams on Spotify, and I was just like, holy shit, this is so crazy, because I had said to myself, I was like, the ideal situation would be like for 1 million people to hear this song. Like, that would be so crazy if that's how many people like could hear it. And I remember when I woke up and that happened, and I was like, okay, like I can keep going with this. The place that I find myself most inspired to write music is in Nashville. I think there's just such a different approach that writers take to writing music down there. It's a lot more focused on the lyrics and cultivating a story and portraying that through the song. When I'm in a more emotional, like vulnerable state is when I write the best stuff. Like, the best stuff comes out of me. I've definitely been in love before. Like, love really happened for me when it was my freshman year, when I first came to NYU. And I fell like super madly in love with someone, like, and ended up being with them for 3 years. I haven't seen my last ex since things happened, like, at all. Like, no communication, so it's weird. It's just like a really sad thing to go from being so close to someone for so long and talking every single day and like knowing everything that's happening in each other's lives and being there for each other to nothing at all, like to being complete strangers of one another. That's definitely like the most heartbreaking part of having your heart broken and breaking someone's. So I just like hate dating. I really hate it. Like, I hate the whole like, let's get drinks, and like I'm so awkward. Like I don't want to like sit and like ask about like, do you have brothers and sisters, and like do you have pets? Dating in New York City is like also particularly difficult. Because it's also just such a lonely city, because you're constantly surrounded by people all of the time, but like you also still feel lonely a lot. Before social media and everything like that, we were kind of living in this space of like CDs and record players and radios. There was no way to sort of get your music out to like a really mass audience instantly the way that we are able to do that now. It's opened this generation for independent artists and sort of this like idea of bedroom artists who can make music on their computers and their laptops and record in their own spaces and immediately be able to access so many people. The music industry is like 100% a boys' club. All the label heads and a lot of the executives, they're all dudes. And you know, being a female, like it was really important for me to go to college and get an education and be able to walk into a room and sit down and like know exactly what I'm talking about and have people take me seriously, because a lot of times people assume that an artist has no idea what the fuck they're talking about and that they can just sort of be taken advantage of. And so when people find out like that I went to college and that I can carry conversation about the business aspect and business end of the music industry, it's kind of like, oh, like you've done your homework. It's like, no, I'm passionate about this stuff, and like I know just as much as you do. So